Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency markets. I'm going to go through some various cryptos. I'm going to show you pattern. For those that are new to my channel, I usually go through and show people patterns in the overall market. Trying to determine where Bitcoin is going to go with only the Bitcoin chart is not smart. That's just my take on it by looking at the Bitcoin chart. Could you get short-term trades like, hey, Bitcoin is at the 618 and it's probably going to drop down, 800 points to this area? Yes, you can. I'm talking about the overall trend of where it's going because 90% of the market says what? Bitcoin's going down. And you have 5%. I'm in the 5%, by the way. If it's even, might even be lower than that, 5%, that you have a good shot that Bitcoin is going up. And if at a minimum, it's going to go up in a, say, a corrective sequence or something like that. Could it go bullish? Well, you could be witnessing a 1-2 right here with Bitcoin. A 1, whether end there, wherever you can put, and a 2. Okay. You still have a nice amount. Like, check this out right here with Bitcoin. You see that? You still have a nice amount. I'll show you. This is a nice amount of bullish divergence on the daily. Right there. Okay. I'm going to go out to a 3-day chart. You can see that still a nice amount of bullish divergence on the 3-day chart. Okay. It looks pretty decent, giving you signals that's going to go to the upside. Now, I'm not going to go in all the details. There's some other things you want to pay attention to. One of them is the DXY. The DXY needs to cool off. I'm looking at that thing, and it just keeps on chugging along. That thing is really, I want to say I'm getting a little bit pissed off with the DXY, if you know what I mean. But that's not going to change anything. It's still, if I get mad, it'll just go up. Maybe I should want it to. If I actually want it to go up, then it'll start going down, right? Or I should go place what should I do? I should go place a long on the DXY. I'll go long the DXY, and then it will go down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some coins and show you guys some information that I have based on chart data, okay, and a pattern here, okay. Let's start with BNB right here, okay. BNB here went up into a wave and corrected into a wave. And it's starting to go up right along that trend line I was telling you guys about. Look at tap the top of my box right there. I'm not getting into BNB, but I think it's a solid coin, guys. It's a solid coin, So the trend is up in this right here. You see this right here? This is up and to the right. There's no evidence that it's going this way, the overall trend right here, but it's making a new trend, in my opinion, guys. So take a look at that. That looks like it could be 1, 2, or maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4. BNB's not a good example. BNB's actually quite bullish. It does shallow retracements. It actually does shallow retracements. I looked at the history of BNB just because one of the things you want to do when you're getting retracements on assets, go look at what it has done in the past, and it'll give you a clue what it likes to do. Sometimes, some assets do shallow retracements, but then again, they will surprise you and do deep retracements, kind of like Ethereum. So here's Ethereum. You take a look at Ethereum here. This is a 3-day chart. Now I'm looking at Ethereum, the pattern here. Looks like up. And to me, that looks like A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. So what do you look for in a bullish pattern? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, right? Does that look like that? So let's go over that. Here's the basics. You see, what does Ethereum look like? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As an example, let me put on the lines for you. Let me put on the lines so you guys can see the pattern on my Elliott wave there, right? I'll make it a little bit smaller. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what do you see on a correction after a 5? You see what? A, B, C. Where do they like to go to? Bottom of wave 4. Anytime you see these waves, guys, I'll let you guys know right here. This is where you check. Even on an impulse, where do they like to correct to? Back to this wave 4. And they can come all the way back down to the wave 2. They like to go hide in this area. This is a very popular area. Previous wave 4s. Remember that. Remember that. If anything that you remember on a correction, just remember previous wave 4s. That's where they love to go to. But does that look up on 5? Correct on 3. What's this look like? Does that look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down on 3? So Ethereum looks pretty good with a 618 retracement. so far. So it's technically, until it breaks the sequence, it's technically in a bullish sequence, guys. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at FTM. Let's see what FTM has going on right here. Let's take a look at FTM. It went outside my box. FTM is a little bit weak. The reason I think FTM is a little bit weak is because there's not a lot of users on the chain, guys. The chains with the most amount of users right now are Solana, Matic, and from what I understand, Flow. And then there's another one that was out there. I can't remember the name of it, but it was doing like gambling or something on its chain. So anyhow, so here's a sequence. Now with Fantom is nice is because I could rule out any type of flat that it did. So here's a nice a diagonal, or what you would call classical technical analysts would call a rising wedge. And rising wedge is they always break down aggressively. They're actually very good. You like to do shorts. You see this move up here, and you put your wedge on there. You can go up there and you can short those. But like Fantom, you can short Fantom. But I told people to short Fantom at $1.30 and $1.60, and it's at 25 cents. They didn't believe me then, but now they want to short it now. They're like, oh, look at Fantom. You know, we're in a bear market. I'm going to short it here at 41 cents. What happened at $1.30? You know what I'm saying? So up here in that, and then it's over here. Okay, so it went right outside my box. That's not a surprise to me, you know. So I actually picked up a little bit of Fantom at 22 cents. 22 cents. What would it come down to? 21 cents. Yeah, I got a little bit of Fantom for a bag. And what kind of retracement is that on Fantom? Let's check that out. Look at that, 886, 886. So more than likely with Fantom, if this is an impulsive wave and it came back over here to 886, what's 886? Wave 2. Wave 2, probably not a B wave, probably not a B wave, okay? Now, the argument is going to be that this is one big impulsive wave and it's going to come back up and do another impulsive wave, and it could, guys, but see, the thing is, you got to check your RSI. A lot of people look at these waves or looking at these waves, and you got to use your RSI is like your guide down here, okay? It tells you, you know, what's going on. So you can see right here in this area, look at that right up there. See how high that is in price over there, but you got a high level over here in RSI, but way down there a lot lower. So more than likely, and then you see that right there, there's a flat in there. You see, that's probably a 5-wave move right there. So somehow it did a flat. So somewhere in here is an ABC in this area. I'm not going to go into all the details, but when you see something like going up like that, boom, that could be a flat right there. So more than likely, maybe like A and then a B, C, something like that right there. So it's more than likely not an impulse, because if you're looking at this down here, you know, you could get it out of that like that, but it has bullish divergence here on the daily chart. So it should be bouncing up. So it looks pretty good. So now you have another pattern, potential 1-2 with Fantom, right? Now let's take a look at, well, I just did one. Let's look at the graph. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, I made a mention on the graph. You know, graph's pretty straight up, guys. So like you got your little stop loss over at this area. And right here, the graph has a nice reaction off the bottom. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful diagonal right there, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 4 came to the price territory, wave 1. And it hit right on those trend lines, those throwovers. Those are throwovers right there. And then this didn't do a throw under. So it came back over and did a retrace. Made a video on this one. Let's check this out, see if it has a decent pattern or a retracement. Oh, look at that, 0.886, 0.886. So more than likely on the graph, you're looking at a 1, 2. So this graph right there. Let's see, ICP. ICP is the same way. A beautiful diagonal off the bottom. You guys starting to see a pattern here? You starting to see a pattern that I'm seeing? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And don't think that's some sort of ABC that came over here, guys. It's the bottom. This coin right here, ICP, is down 99%. 99% right there. So if you're picking it up even at $6, you know, it's still down 99% because it dropped so far. So up on 1, possibly 2. Let's check the retrace on that one. Check the retrace. Let's see if there's we got a pattern. Do we see that? Almost 786, 786. So that looks good too, guys. Looks good too. I was picking up some in this area for ICP, guys. ICP is going to do a swing up, in my opinion. If it's not bullish, it's going to do a C wave or something. Somewhere over here is going to be a wave over here soon. Well, I don't want to say soon. I talked about Kusama. Here's Kusama right here. picked it up for 37, 38. I made a Twitter post on that on Twitter, said that was probably Kusama's bottom right there, guys. Too much bullish divergence for not to this to start making a move to the upside. Down here in the daily, I'll show you guys. Pull this RSI open. You can see that it's from here to here, you have bullish divergence. And then from here to here, you have bullish divergence. You have double bullish divergence on Kusama, guys. And the cool thing about Kusama is you can stake it. What you can do with a lot of Matic, you can stake, but Kusama, you get 18 to 20%. Okay. So I'm not going to go over link Matic. So show Matic here. Matic has a shallow retracement, but I decided to pick up some Matic. It came down to my box. It hit that 68 cents I was talking about. It was down there for like 3 hours. It went down there for like 3 or 4 hours and it popped right back out. I'd be willing to say that Matic, it's probably finished right there, guys. You have a good shot of Matic was finished right there. Metis is looking pretty decent. Metis was probably finished right there. It hit right on top of that line. Let's check this out on Metis. Check that retracement out. Let's see what it did. Go to the wick to wick. Look at 618. 618. It's not bad. I like to see it deeper on the wave twos, especially coming out such a bear cycle. I'd rather see them deeper. Let's see near protocol. What did near protocol do? Came right down to that line. It could have more downside possibly with near protocol, but to pop to there and then back up with near protocol. But take a look at near protocol. What does that look like, guys? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Looks pretty good to me. So far, so good right there, guys. The thing is that I think I want to, now Quant's doing really well. It's starting to do really well. What did it get up to? 125, 124. Made videos about Quant. I told people, made videos and posted on Twitter. I said, guys, Quant went up 3,000% in Bitcoin's bear market. Yes, you heard that right. Quant went up 3,000% in Bitcoin's bear market. Now, I'm not saying Quant's going to go up 3,000%. Well, Bitcoin is dropping through the bottom as an example right now, but just to give you an idea that some of these coins can go up when there's so much negative sentiment. I mean, could you imagine 2018 when Bitcoin was dropping down to the new lows down there? So let me go over Solana. Let's go Solana here, guys. Let's check this out with Solana. I made a video about this. Look at that. It's a nice reaction off the bottom. Look at that. Okay. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but here's the deal with Solana. I made a video. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it came over here corrected. And then this over here is a 1, 2. I made a video about that. So you could be lucky with Solana. What I do with Solana, I picked up more Solana right there, $30, $31. Made a video about it. I told you I was buying Solana between $26 and $30. If it hit it, I'm buying it. I'm buying it, guys. So right there, boom. And it sounds like I'm the only one in the crypto market buying Solana right now. If you go listen to people on Twitter and the YouTubes, and you know what the word is now, guys, in YouTubes, you know what's going on now? We're going into the bearish cycle of the century. Did you know that? That's what it's bearish cycle of the century. And S&P 500, it's got to go down back to the 2000, whatever the price was in 2000. It's got to go back down there now. Okay. So the bears are kicking up their game, guys. They're kicking up their game. Now, here's the thing, too. You have to realize is I'm not just counting on simply Solana doing a moonshot out of there, going into some massive third wave or fifth wave or some massive impulse wave. There's always a risk that it just might be a corrective bounce. So as an example, let you guys know here, I'm going to go back. I went over these coins, but anyhow, let me go over this real quick. I'll let you guys know. So let's just say Bitcoin's over here. Right, Bitcoin is in this sequence and it's not breaking the lows. And it let's say maybe the DXY decides to take a break for a little while and go into a correction, and Bitcoin decides to go like this up to say 26,000. Could you imagine what these alts are going to do with Solana? You know what Solana could do. You know what some of these alts. Well, imagine what Quant could do. Imagine Quant or Matic. You think Matic? It goes right here. Look what Matic did from when Bitcoin just made this move, and then Bitcoin just makes another move like this. I mean, Matic's going to be able to go up to like 250 or something like that, probably, you know, while Bitcoin just does something like this, is struggling up. And then all the bears and everybody's still over here. Yeah, you see Bitcoin, it's still in a bear market. It's some long correction, you know, it's just going to go up a little bit and go back down to 10,000. And then they're missing out 3s and 4Xs in Matic and Quant and all these other coins are over here, guys. That's how I see it. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. I just wanted to go over it and let you guys know. I went through those coins to let you know, do you see the pattern that I'm showing you? Like with Bitcoin here, and then you have Solana, up, correction. You have Ethereum, up, correction. You have Binance, up, correction. You have, what's another coin? Fantom, up, correction. You have another coin. What's another one that I went over? Quant. Well, Quant doesn't really correct. It just goes up and then corrects a little bit and keeps going up. Good thing about Quant. And then the other coins. So you just start to see a pattern with the coins, and then you can put that together with Bitcoin, and you're like, okay, like here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go through like some deductive reasoning right now. I'm going to use my brain. I'm not going to pay attention to the media, because the media, they can say anything. The media can say anything, guys. You got to realize that. If you read stuff on the internet, what is the probability it's not true? Pretty high, pretty high. Okay, so here's the deal. Up on this one and 2. So now I got Fantom. It looks like it's doing a 1, 2. I have Solana. Looks like it possibly could be doing a 1, 2. I have ICP. Looks like it could be doing a 1, 2, just like this. Like this, guys. This is what I'm doing. Let me put it on a what is that thing called? The path right here. You know, up on a 1, 2, kind of like that, right? That's what they look like. And here's another asset I got, like over here, a little small crypto like this. ICP went up on a 1 and it's back down to a 2, right? So I have ICP. I got another one over here like this. Let's see. These are my charts. I'm just giving you an example. These are my charts I'm showing you guys. You know, I got another one went up on a 1, 2 like that. Binance Coin. I got Solana, and then I'm looking over here. I'm looking over here at Bitcoin. I'm going, let's see. Everybody's bearish. 99% of the market is bearish, and Bitcoin looks like it's looks kind of like this too. Let's see. It's up on a 1 and a 2 like that. So there's a Bitcoin like that. I got a chart like this. I got a chart over here like this. Another chart like this. Probably a pretty good shot. Bitcoin could be in a 1 too. Just don't know, guys. All right. That's the end of my video. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.